Hello, in this video we're going to create this series of buttons using HTML and CSS. So when we click on these buttons it takes us to different pages. Alright, so first of all I'm going to get text edit up and I'm going to zoom in like that. And first of all I'm just going to put in the boilerplate HTML. So HTML. Let's make sure that /HTML. Okay, that's capitalized when it didn't need to be. So let's do doc type space HTML. HTML. So we want the head tags in here with the title tag. Let's put that up there. Linking and linking in HTML and CSS. Let's close off the title tag, in lowercase of course. And let's close off this head tag. Let's put the body tag in. And let's save this. File, save. Alright, this is my folder. Let's create a new folder here. Let's call it third. Linking. And let's call this linking.html. And let's save. Great. Alright, so we're just going to check the syntax. So we've got our doc type, declaring it here. And we've got our HTML tags here. So we've got our head tags here, and then we have fab. Alright, so we're going to use lists as we did last week, and we're going to use lists because they're commonly used for creating navigation in HTML and CSS. So we need to have a div tag to, let's get in here, have a div tag to hold this navigation. I'm going to keep saving. So we want our UL tag. UL. Keep saving. Let's make some space. And we want the li tag. Li. About us. Alright, so let's capitalize that and save. Yeah, so you can see that we have our unordered list here, and we've got our first list item here. I'll just open up this file. So if I go to File, Open, and we want to go into here. Let's open this one. Great. So you can see that we've got our About Us just there, just as we wanted it. So we're going to put the ahref tag. We're going to surround this about us, so that the Ahref tag is surrounded by the li tags. So I'm going to make some space here for us. We want A space ref in lowercase, of course. Want it to link .html. So let's just close that up here. And we want to have our A tag, and it's all right. So we've got our li tag here, as you can see, and we've got the Ahref tag here that equals about.html, and we have the ending tag just there. So I'm just going to save this and just refresh this, and as you can see that we have a link here. Now we know it's a link because it's underlined, and this is very, very typical of HTML links, but we can actually style this so we don't have this link, and we can change the default color here of this blue color that comes about when you're creating a link. So I'm just going to copy and paste this. Let's copy and paste. So really want the first one to be home, and that will link to linking.html. This will link to about us. This will link to products.html, and let's call this products. And this will link to contact, and this will link to contact us, and save. And actually I'll just add here an H1 tag that says welcome. Great. All right, so I'm just going to check this. So we have about for about us. We've got products.html for products, and we've got contact.html for contact us. So let's just refresh this. Great. So as you can see, we've got 3 more links here. So we've got home. Now you notice that when we clicked on this, after we've clicked on this, it does change colour, and the same with here and here. So let's refresh that. Great. So you can see that we've got our links there, but we actually want to style this. We want to get rid of these bullet points, and we want to get rid of the underline text. So we'll work on that next. All right, so with that down, if we go in between the head tags here, some space, and if we type in style, so let's copy this style. And so the first tag that we want to style is the list, the unordered list. So we want to get rid of these bullet points. So let's type in UL. List dash style dash type equals NON. Great. The capitalization. I'm just going to fix it. Great. Let's click away. All right, so we've got UL, list dash style dash type, :none. I'm going to save this. It's great. So we can see that we've removed the bullet points. All right. So the next thing we want to do is to have it going across here horizontally, because currently this is styled as a block. So links are styled as blocks. We want to change this by making this inline. So li, save this, lowercase save, display, inline. So we want this to display inline. So let's save this. Let's check the syntax. So we have li display inline there. Save and let's refresh. Great. So now it's displaying inline. So next thing we want to do is put some spacing here in between these links here. We want to take away the decoration. All right, so we need to set li. So we want to get to the li, and then we want to get to the a part, and we want to add padding. So li space a. So can you see what we just did there? Let's save this. So we want to get to the li a. We want to add some padding. P-A-D-D-I-N. G. Save. We want to add 16 pixels of padding. Let's put lowercase and save. Text. Decoration. None. So let's just keep saving that. So let's have a look at this, just to make sure we've got the right syntax here. So we've got the li, which is this attribute, and we've got the a, which is this attribute. We want to have some padding in between here, and we want to say text decoration should be none. So we want to make sure that the text decoration here is removed. So text dash decoration equals none. So let's just cancel. I'm just going to zoom in. Let's cancel that. Right. Right, so yep, I'm going to refresh that, and you can see that we have some nice spacing in between here, and we have actually removed the underline text decoration. So the next thing we want to add are the pseudo classes. Pseudo class is a posh word for the different states that links traditionally have. We're going to target the state that we see, the state that when we click on, When we visited another site, when we hover over it, it changes colour, and when it's active, it is a certain colour. So we're going to just zoom into here. So the syntax is A, lowercase, colon, and then link. We'll do the first one and we'll copy and paste. I want this colour. I want a really nice red colour. We want the background to be a certain colour. We want it to be, we want to have a black background. We'll save this. Just to make sure that we've got all the syntax correct. Just going to Alright, so let's just check all of the syntax here. So let's close this. So we want the A attribute, the link. We want the colour of the text to be this really lovely red colour, deep red colour. And we want the background to be black. So background column black. And yep, so I'm going to save this. Syntax looks alright. So let's just, brilliant, so you can see that we have this really nice background here, and we have this really nice colour here. Alright, so I'm going to copy and paste here. Let's copy and paste. Great, so I'm just going to copy this 4 more times. So we've got the link state here. So next we want the visited state. Save. We want this colour to be here. And you notice that colour is spelt it's not spelt the European way. It is spelt the American way. So we've got the visited state, should be lowercase, save. We want the hover state. Let's make sure we've got the H in there. And we want the coral colour for the hover state. Coral's like a really nice pink, shade of pink. And then we want the active state. Again, we want save. I want this to be pink. Right, I'm just going to check the syntax for all of these here. So we've got the link state, I want the visited state here, I want the coral, save that. For the hover state and for the active state, I want the pink. Of course, you can go online and find so much more information about these pseudo classes. It is a very interesting subject. So let's just zoom out a little bit in here. Great, and let's refresh. All right, so yeah, so you can see that we do have our buttons there. Now you can see that we don't have any links, obviously, when we look in our folder that we have created. Just quickly looking here, I'm very messy. Desktop, let's have a look. You can see we only have one page, and here currently we have created all these other links here. So we need to actually click on here and go to an About Us page like in the original one. But if we open this one, obviously when we click here we don't go anywhere. So we want to create the other pages. That's very straightforward to do. So I'm going to select all of this, copy, new, let's paste it in here, and let's do a new one, let's paste it in there, let's do a new one, let's paste it in there. Alright, so first page will be called about, and let's call this about us, and let's save in our folder about us.html. Great, that one's done. This one should be called products. Let's copy this and let's go to here and products, and let's save this all in the same folder. It's products. Great. This one should be contact, and let's change this contact. And let's save this as contact. Great. All right, so let's open up this page, and oops, this is our welcome page. And if we click on here, just make sure that we have everything saved in the same page. Ah, yeah. So it's going to the pages. It's working perfectly. But for here, all the way down here, there should be contact. So let's add the H. That's for contact. Let's go down here and add products. And let's go in here and type in about us. Fab. So let's go to home and let's refresh. So when we click on about us, it goes to there, and perfect. All right.